Welcome everybody, Patty Ann here again today. Hey, today I'm going to do something really cute that I found online. It's this pumpkin thing, and I'm going to show you how you can change it up just a little bit using Embrilliance if you don't want the whole word pumpkin. Well, actually, it's going to be like it is in this picture right here, but that's not the way it starts out. Join me and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here we are in Embrilliance, and I'm not exactly sure which part of Embrilliance I'm using because I have to delete all the ones that I have, and I have every component for Embrilliance that there is. I've just been collecting them over the year when they go on sale, and I'll have links for you down below. Watch for sales too, especially in my Facebook group. I usually put there when they're having a sale with Embrilliance. But at any rate, I'm not sure if this is just, I'm not sure exactly which part this is. Just check and see if you can do this in the part of Embrilliance that you have. Sorry about that. Anyway, here's one of them opened up, and the one that I want is the one that's 5 by 7. So I think that is actually the one I have opened right here. But I downloaded it, I extracted these, and then I would come up here to open, and here they are. And they came in 4 different file folders. Number 1 file folder is the smallest, and that's the one I'm using right now. Now for my machine, I use the PES version because I have a brother machine. Depending on what machine you have, you might use a different file format. But I'm going to open that, and here it is right here. Now, I'm going to show you a way that you can adjust this a little bit. For example, maybe you want to make this on a towel for a kitchen towel, and maybe you want to make a little set of coasters to go along with it, or mug rugs, right? But you don't want it looking exactly like this. So let me show you how you can fix it. First of all, if you come right down here at the bottom right hand corner where it says hoop, you can double click on that and it puts your hoop this way. The other thing is I actually want to use my smaller hoop for this. This is the 5 by 7. I'm going to get a smaller hoop by coming up here to preferences, and I'm going to get my 4 by 4 hoop, which is 100 by 100, and I guess I changed my, usually I have an extra setting on here for ease of finding. But once I clicked on 100 by 100, I can see that it's the 4 by 4 hoop, and I'll say apply and OK. All right, obviously this is not going to fit in here, and it's not going the right way. So let's click on the pumpkin and come way up here to these 2 arrows so that I can rotate my design. I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees clockwise. So that's this button right here. When I click on it, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over here and see how well it's going to fit. Like I said, as if I was going to use this for a coaster. Okay, so how do I get rid of this extra jazz that's on either end? Well, it's really easy. All you have to do is come up here to the stitch simulator. Looks like a needle with a thread through it, and click on that. The part I want to get rid of is this black, extra black part, right? And if I scroll through the stitch simulator, right here I'm going to come to some black part right here. This part I want to get rid of to, let's see, to about right there. And I can scroll in to make sure that's exactly where I want to go. So let's try this again. Come up here. Okay, well, let's go. Now, when I'm almost to exactly where I want to go, I can go stitch by stitch by using these 2 blue triangles. I went a little bit too far, so I went back. Okay, there. All right, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put a stop right here. Stop. And I'm going to change the color to something I'm not using and say OK. So that made everything else the color. We want to get rid of this part right here, this guy. So let's look over here, and there it is right there. I have it selected in my objects panel, and I'm just going to hit delete so it's gone. And now I'm going to go back up here to this stuff that we changed to green, and I'm going to change its color back to black. So that's one of the colors I'm using in this particular palette. So I'm going to click on palette, and well, it's not here because it's no longer in there. So I'll find a black right here. I'll just type in the word black and hit enter and say OK before I get rid of it. All right, now we can scroll back out. So far on this side it's perfect, but on this side, as you'll notice, the word pumpkin is coming out on this side. So how can we get rid of that? Same way. Come to the stitch simulator, go all the way till you get almost to it. Aha! All right, and again, if I would like, I can go bit by bit. I'm going to go back, I think, and get it into the leaf. And I could scroll in to make sure I'm doing this well. Okay, so see, it's out a little bit too far. So I'm going to use the back. Here we go. And if I go forward, it's too far. So I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to put a stop sign again. And I'm going to change the color now to something else and say OK. So the rest of all this now is a brown color. So let's scroll back out again. And so far what we have is really good. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, because maybe I still want the word pumpkin on here. So I can do it just like this and move the word pumpkin wherever I'd like on my coaster. And there's a coaster, perfect, just like that. And I think that would be really, really cute. Okay, this is the packaging from the towels that I bought, and I really, really like them. I'll have them linked for you down below. They're flour sack towels. They're start at 18 inches by 28 inches. You get 6 of them, and it's cute because it says they're made with love, 100% cotton, and eco-friendly. But I do recommend when you get these that you wash them first. So before I show you this template, I'm going to just show you the little teeny bit of shrinkage that happens. And if you don't wash them, it may mess with your final product. As you'll see when I get these lined up, the shrinkage is about a hem's worth on the width and about a hem's worth on the length. And while that doesn't seem like it's too much, I just like to be safe rather than sorry, so I pre-wash mine. All I did was stick it in a sink full of water, swish it around, make sure it was really wet, wring it out, and then throw it in the dryer. Because I assumed whoever was going to be getting these, if I was giving them as a gift, would probably put them in their dryer. But you could see there the difference in the shrinkage. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I do to ensure I get the best embroidered product that I can. I love to use this product called Terial Magic. What it does is it makes your fabric like really stiff, and it helps the stitches to stay on top of the fabric. So I liberally spray the fabric, let it soak in, and then I heat set it with my little iron here. After I've heat set it, then I print out this template, okay? And I print it right from Embrilliance. There's a way to print things, and I should have shown that. But then I just cut it out, and I make sure that it's going to be the exact size I want it to be on my towel. And notice that there are some crosshairs in the middle of that, so I know exactly where the dead center of that is. So now what I'm going to do is just kind of fold my towel in half, so I can see exactly where I should center up those marks so it's perfectly placed. When I open it back up again, I can see again where I will place this, where I will have the center for the beginning of my embroidery. Okay, just a couple of things to keep in mind when you're hooping. I'm trying this out. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. I'll let you know. I'm using Floriani Heat and Gone, meaning all I have to do is heat this with an iron or maybe even my heat gun, and this will melt away out of my stitches. I'm making sure that the bottom of my hem or the back is down, and then I'm going to make sure that the line that I made here is matching up perfectly in the hoop. Okay, whoopsie. kind of hard to do it with the phone right here. Okay, there's that. And that's lining up almost. There we go, that. I should start here maybe, and this. Okay, there we go. And then I can also put this in to make sure that it's lining up well. Okay, that is not lining up well. Whoa, whoa, see that? Here are my middle marks, and my line is not. So I need to adjust this so that it lines up. There we go, much better. That might be a little higher than what I want, so I'm going to take it back out and move this closer this way to the edge. So I'm going to start here again, like I said, and look here. That's pretty well lined up with that. And then let's look over here, and that's pretty well lined up with that. Again, I'll put this in. And let's see our lines lining up. That looks pretty good. All right, let's see. That's good, just like that. Okay, that pretty much finishes it up. I think it turned out beautifully. I am going to make the coasters as well. Oh, and by the way, this same website, I'm not affiliated with it at all. It's on Etsy. They also sell different ones that don't just say pumpkin. They have ones for other holidays. And I think it would be a really cute way, real subtle, cute, classy way to spruce up, you know, your kitchen counter or something like that. So, hey, if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I want to thank all of you who helped me get to 60,000 subscribers. Never in my wildest dream did I would believe that I would get to 60,000 subscribers. So thanks to you, I did. Remember, if you have any questions, ask me down below. I sometimes take a few days to get through them, or maybe a little longer, because there are so many that I get. Also, feel free to email us, my team and I, at teampattyAnn@gmail.com, and we'll try to help you there as well. So again, thanks a lot, and I'll see y'all again soon. Happy fall. Bye.